I'm making this video because I am sick and tired of seeing some boxing gurus give you some boxing hacks that frankly are going to get you in trouble, particularly if you're a beginner or intermediate, and at the very worst could get you disqualified. Now, why should you listen to me? My name is Coach Keith Kapner. I've coached many fighters over the past 15 plus years and built them from complete zero, never putting on a pair of gloves, and brought them to elite levels. I was coached by my father, Doc Kapner, who worked with many fighters, professional and amateur, coached boxing for multiple decades. And he was mentored by Chuck Bodak, who worked with over 50 world champions, and he was the Olympic coach for
I am the greatest.
Muhammad Ali. Now, what are these hacks that you need to watch out for from these boxing gurus? The first one that you need to watch out for is people telling you to bend at the waist hard, to dive your head down, to duck down. You should never take your eyes off your opponent. That's actually technically illegal, in amateur boxing specifically. You should always keep your eyes on your opponent even when you're moving your head. Now granted, you can show me all the instances of people not doing this, but if you train this, particularly as a beginner or intermediate, you build up an excessive habit that is building in more of what we don't want, which is we want to keep our eyes on our opponent at all times as much as possible. The punch you don't see is the punch that hurts. We want to see everything, and beginners and intermediates have problems with looking away and not seeing things, and this is not how you fix it. Now, you might be saying to yourself, okay, well, how do I actually move my head fast enough, right? And move my torso fast enough to get away from punches that are coming at my head? Because if you just use your legs and squat at the legs like a cardio boxing coach might tell you to do, then you're not gonna be fast enough because you're at the mercy of the speed of gravity. Well, this is where a little bit of a curling of the waist does come into play, but not that hard bend and dive of the waist where your head is ducking down. You're literally ducking. Do not do this. Also, if people miss a headshot on you and you duck down like that, they can just push you down when you're bending hard the waist like that. Obviously, you're opening yourself for uppercuts as well. It's just massively problematic. You do not want to practice this technique. Now, the next one is tying up. I know I'm gonna piss a lot of boxing people off, but that's okay. Tying up. Now, granted, you're about to get knocked the hell out, right? You're on that thing that people call Queer Street, right? That might not be cool to say anymore, but whatever. You're on Queer Street and you're about to fall out. Yeah, sure, tie up. Shut it down. There's a strategy in boxing where I'm gonna punch and tie up, right? I'm gonna tag you, move, and tie up. I'm gonna move, tag you, boom, boom, get ahead, tie you up, wrap you up, burn the clock. That's a strategy, you're right. But guess what? According to the ABC boxing rules, that's illegal, excessive holding. And if you got a ref that doesn't wanna play the game with you and wants to enforce the rules, you can get a warning, a point, and get DQ'd. I've seen it happen as a pro and as an amateur, all right? So you need to watch out for this, because if that is your automatic, you're gonna be running problems. Better than tying up, if you get hurt, smothering. Smothering does the same exact thing. And if you get in the habit of reaching out with your arms, obviously you're reaching out with your arms. If we're gonna reach out with our arms, how about we hit the guy? That's how we get ahead, that's how we win, that's how we maybe knock him out versus wrapping them up. Now, of course, don't be wrong, it's a tactic to frustrate people and things like that. It can be effective, but also if you're trying to get as a boxing hack, it can be very problematic and bite you in the backside. Last one, guys, is excessive posting or framing, those dirty boxing tactics that so many guys love. You know, they're all into, you know, the MMA and all sorts of stuff like that. And don't be wrong, they're all great art forms, right? And there's a clinch game in a lot of sports and things like that. With boxing, the clinch game is technically illegal. Dirty boxing is illegal. It's called dirty boxing for a reason because it's dirty. You're not allowed to hold the head and hit the head. You're not allowed to push or forearm people or lace people, right, with your gloves. You're not allowed to just, you know, do any of that type of stuff. And so therefore, if you make a practice of that and you start doing that crap, and then, you know, you're tired, you're maybe in a tough fight, and you start doing that crap, you maybe get a point taken away, and that 1 point can be the difference between you winning or losing. And then if you get frustrated and you start doing it excessively, it could be a disqualification from a referee that doesn't like you. So let's, again, practice good boxing technique. It's like my father's coach, Chuck Bodak, said, if we can hold them, or if we can do that other stuff, we can hit them. Let's do that, because that's gonna help ensure that we get victory, and we get victory the right way. By the way, guys, if you want to work with me more, now I have the True Coach app that I partnered with, where I build out custom elite level boxing programs for you, built exactly for your needs and your goals. And also, it's a way we can communicate back and forth. I can watch videos of you training, everything else. Then I also have a less expensive option that's just general programs, but it's still high level stuff. It's just not tailored exactly for you. And we can still communicate the same way, and I can help you get to the next level. Click on the link below, the Patreon page. Check that out, guys. I look forward to working with you. Make sure you click like, subscribe, consider buying me a cup of coffee because I'm up staying late doing this video. And I'll see you on the next one. You need to watch one of these videos, by the way, if you want to continue to get to the next level. All right, guys, I'll see you there.